No. Okay.
Mashed potato. If
Apparently, this avatar's name is Danny Shorter Scout.
I hate it. I'm Strong Fang now. First of my name.
If you look really hard, there's a man in my mouth.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Alright. Now.
We can continue. You missed out on us sparring.
No, I didn't. I saw that part.
Yeah.
I saw the tiny pebble that blink into your face.
Yeah, that did not go according to plan. But when does anything ever?
Alright. So, continuing from where we left off again.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
We're back, baby.
Raleigh looks to you, sees Pizzon is... he's doing pretty good from the looks of it still. Covered in ink, but obviously that is easily refilled and replaced. See, especially after seeing how you spar on. I'm gonna go speak with the mayor about Cinderwater. I suggest the rest of you keep an ear to the ground. I'm pretty sure he might be setting a bounty for her ass soon, after I'm finished telling him what happened last night.
Looks like the little one went to go have a look.
I called it and I did it.
Cut over to relax.
I don't know where I'm going. I'm going to some pearl place. I'll just go wander around until I find it, because I'm apparently waiting 6 hours for the robot to be done sleeping.
At the same time, you see Kuzov is like watching you go by. It's actually very clear he's been out here the whole night.
What? This is like a bed, or is he just chilling?
This is his hobo shack.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I thought this was like his market stall, and he was just like, I will sleep next to my wares. Good night.
Essentially, he's an honest man. Obviously, information kind of broker for what's going on in town. He's basically like the news gossip section of this town for anything that happens near the center, even from around the edges. And the reason why Raleigh keeps him here is because he tells excellent stories. Raleigh, as far as you can tell, doesn't seem to let anyone set up shop near his inn, other than Kuzov.
Maybe I'll talk to him later.
Alrighty. So that
Which store was it?
that one to yourself. The clutch pearl,
Oh.
in which you see what looks like a hand gripping a pearl tightly in almost like covetous fashion.
It's not like 7 a.m. Are they even open?
Currently at the 7 a.m. mark, no. Their doors are actually shut. They do operate
Alright,
late
well.
into the night, but obviously you'll have to wait until they open their doors again.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was like, I don't really think most like small town shops like this would be like, I'm open at 5 a.m. Come on.
Yes.
I don't sleep.
Because I am an NPC.
But the Safeway near my house used to close at 5 p.m. until a few years ago.
Oh. Why?
Yikes.
Because it's a country town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little town shop. Ain't nothing to worry about, man. Ain't nothing to
Ain't no clout.
I'm back. They weren't open yet.
Then perhaps we can try in a couple more hours.
I guess.
Not sure if I got your name, little one.
Are you talking to me?
You're the little one.
Rylax.
My name's Cal. Good work last night.
Yeah.
I guess we wait till they open.
Not much else we can do in the meantime.
That you see, Pizon quickly kind of turn. I know they open usually closer to 11. They stay open late at night for people who get medicines that are a little more embarrassing.
Understood then.
Even more white.
Is there anything that does, like, I don't know, general information? Is there, like, a records office here?
Oh, the mayor has record of anyone who's passed through, ledger of every single citizen, what business transactions have been recorded. Obviously, there's probably a few, maybe, who I would imagine have paid to be more hush, but obviously there's nothing to track there for minor transactions. Just from personal experience, of course. I know they hire me for a good portion of murals around town. They're just been a little busier, I guess. I haven't had time to really stop in other than continue my work around town nicely. But you can see he opens up the good ink-sized ink jar that he has on his hip. Realizes that there's like a very small dwindling amount, and you can kind of see him almost shudder, or like a little bit upset, but quickly just caps it back up and goes back to eating. So, obviously waiting for time. You'll see Raleigh come back, and a few more people who are obviously probably his regulars start to come in early morning. You see a few that look to be hunters, and you actually see one of the orc bros.
Bros.
Barbecue brews.
Barbecue orc boys.
Barbecue, barbecue.
So, as he does pass by, where did I put it? Do I not have an orc token? Where to go? Son of a bitch.
Son of a bee.
I have 183 tokens and none of them are orcs.
None of them are.
Yeah. There.
None of them look like they barbecued a day in their life.
Oh, God.
That guy definitely looks like he barbecues.
I originally
That's
had
watermelon.
him uploaded, but something
It's
fucking
a wide boy.
So with that. Ignore the watermark.
Oh my god, that jaw.
My
Terrible.
God. There's like 5 fucking chins in there.
But he
I
also
like the fish hooked over his.
Yeah, that is actually there. It's it's his morning breakfast that he'll be cooking.
Oh.
A watermelon that he's kicking along.
The watermelon's not there. That's from
Everywhere he stops, like a watermelon just falls next to him.
Every time he stops, it's just somehow a magic watermelon appears and smashes on the ground in front of him.
It's a very strange fey curse that was cast on, but as a baby.
There's nothing even wrong with the watermelon, and he actually likes watermelon, so he's like,
He's
okay.
always eating it. He just looks at it like, I don't know why. This is an insult, but I enjoy it. So
Fey or weird.
he goes into Raleigh. I need some of that red wine and white wine kind of basting sauce, you know. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it. You can see, like, Raleigh's trying to hold in his breath, not to take in the heavy, sweaty scent of the barbecue orc boy. So, Raleigh goes down and starts collecting a few nice sherries and white wines that are good for basting reducing, as well as some rum and a few others that they used to cook. And it starts setting down a crate and loading it up. You see the barbecue orc boy kind of looks at the bottles and sets down a little satchel of gold while Raleigh counts it out. He like holds up fucking fairly nice looking brandy that obviously he's gonna be using along with a sherry. Yeah, you know what I mean, them taste good, right? He just like elbows you in the side a little bit, Rose.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Yeah, you do. It's some good eating, some good cooking. After Raleigh finishes counting out the coins, yeah, oh yeah, you're good to go. Thanks. Come on over to the pit. Get to see a couple of pit masters cooking up some fancy boiled meats. Reducing it up all nice, like, if you know what I mean.
He's clearly a very enthusiastic person.
You can see Raleigh like lets his breath finally take an inhale. He's like, could take a bath though. As he passes by someone else on the way, and he's like, come on down, get some gristle, you know what I mean. Some good eat. Yeah, you know what I mean.
I just hear gagging.
By the night divides. Assault.
You know when you put like a poisoned item in their inventory? That. Ready to eat a hearty lunch and get my health back.
I don't think. Do you think he's? Well, he does seem like the kind of guy that would have taken that feat.
Yeah, but the chef feat is like, if you like during a rest that they restore hit dice in, they get an extra D8.
Oh.
We're only level 1. He's used his hit dice. It's too late.
Later, with paper. Alright. That's it. Well,
That noise on the soundtrack, just like
Yeah, the clopping of hooves.
It's just like a horse outside dancing on the foot. It's at the window.
it's dancing for coins.
Staring at Leora.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's the horse of the Night's Watch. It's like looking in and eyeing you suspiciously. Very dangerous.
My.
Your voices, a little hoarse.
As that goes on, Lyra. Lyra walks into the bar.
You shouldn't
Roll
be out
initiative.
Look at her.
Lyra's a greater demon.
Yeah.
Lyra. She's standing outside the window.
Mother, why?
So,
Oh, shit, I forgot to turn my camera off.
I just made sure to keep my Discord closed for that. As unfortunately, that seemed to have caused the issue. I reinstalled it and it seemed to fix itself. So I'm sure it's a line of coding that fucking started devouring itself along with my fucking internet. But at this point, Raleigh looks at the rest of you. If you're investigating Cinderwater, obviously there's a bounty out for her. After discussing with Olin Richeye, he has agreed to definitely put a nice 500 gold bounty on her head. It's absolutely inexcusable what she did last night.
500 gold?
Well, I know Bezin is not, well, prevalent in bragging about his art, but especially with that little magic inkwell of his. As far as I've seen, fire, scrapes, wagons, carts, even people purposely just trying to drag a sword over it. Is that art lasts, that ink ain't going nowhere. He's done a lot of the most prettiest murals around. I'm sure you'll see more of them when you look around Aylesbury.
Well, in the interest of helping people, assist in tracking this post.
I'd definitely be careful, though. I hear plenty of the hunters talking about the razor thorn fucking vines out there. They'll cling on to you. They seem like they have a mind of their own. I would definitely say if they do get stuck in them, don't panic. Probably get yourself more stuck than if you were calm about it and just cut away at them.
Thank you for the advice.
Does she live here in town?
Cinderwater? No. As far as I know, she lives out in the fucking woods, from what I've seen and heard. Never seen her rent a room once ever here.
Well, I mean, if what she ordered is something that she needs periodically, she might be back tonight. Or even earlier.
I would imagine, considering how significant I would assume that potion was, Pezon was saying, threw her into a bloody fucking rage.
I wonder what it was.
No clue. I just wanted to make sure I got that report into the mayor before he got sucked into his paperwork like usual every day.
Waiting for her to show up sounds much better than wandering into some forest where she lives.
Yeah, I would definitely be careful. Aside from the razor thorn, I know there's a couple of goblins that have been caught milling about. The hunters have handily taken care of the few that they found scraggling around, clubbed them right in the fucking head. Either way, always watch your back out there. Other than that, I think probably the meanest thing, aside from just a couple of wild boars, would realistically be some kind of fucking thunder pig that the barbecue orc boys always go out hunting occasionally.
Thunder pig.
Other than that, if you're gonna go by them, I would imagine if you talk to them, they might be able to tell you a thing or two about them, maybe how to avoid them or such. I don't really
Right.
I don't really see anyone of kind of rangering or roaming the woods kind of types amongst you, so I might give you a point in a good direction.
Would you happen to have a medical professional in town?
Yeah, we do have a few priests. If you're gonna talk medicine, you're probably gonna want to go talk to Quinoa or go to the Clutch Pearl for a potion.
Hmm.
Quinoa runs the shop across the way. His elven curios.
Right. I may go speak with the mayor, Emma.
Might want to go speak with him soon. I know he's probably going to get another wave of people coming in. He's going to have to give a big, lengthy speech again.
Might as well then. I'm gonna get up and head towards the mayor's office. I knock.
It's open.
I step inside.
Oh.
Morning, Mayor.
Zircon. I heard about it last night from Raleigh.
Yes.
I hope things are not too soured after what happened. I assure you this is quite a rare insight, and at the same time, City Water has been problematic, but nothing anywhere near as traumatic as this before.
It is alright. I trust the nicer. You still have the support of the Razdarim family.
That's good to hear. Still apologize profusely.
I, along with a few others, are going to assist in finding name of which I've written down, Shally Su.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Obviously, I would imagine you've heard the bounty is pretty hefty. At the same time, I did tack on the price there, hopefully to try and tag a larger group. She is she is still a wizard nonetheless.
That is true. And that being said, with the bounty in place, I would like to waive my section of payment should we manage to capture them. Consider it an investment in the town.
You are far too kind, sir.
I only ask for one thing in return.
Please name it.
Myself along with two others, one that appears to be like construct of some sort, was injured heavily last night. Would it be possible for us to have some medical aid so we can assist you further with?
Yes, here. You can see he pulls out one of his mayoral writs that he does actually keep on hand in case of emergency. Writes down his signature.
Yep.
The crimp seal on the paper of the for the parchment. Take this along with your friend. Go to Quinoa. She is a priest, and I assure you she'll be able to patch you up just right. You and your friends.
Thank you, Mayor. I appreciate the assistance.
Please be safe up there.
I shall. And you too. I shall leave you to your paperwork.
I'll be doubling the guard for the nights, just to be sure.
Wise decision. I will head back to the tavern with the right and Cal, after our spa, you look like you have a few bruises. And metal one in the corner. Can you hear me?
Yes,
I apologize, but I never got your name last time.
I am Kromstein
A pleasure. Razdarim Zircon.
of the Yorkses Iron Champions.
An honor then. I have procured some aid for us, so that way we heal. If you would like to follow me, I can make sure that you are put back together, I guess, in a sense.
Well, question for Josh.
Mhm.
Am I able to just second long rest?
Currently, you should be able to.
I mean, you should have basically woken up after an hour. We were like at midnight. It would have been like 1 a.m. You would have woken up,
Yeah.
and then you would have been able to rest. This shouldn't even really be an issue for you.
Yeah, you should have
Yeah,
gotten a
like
long
that.
rest after that night.
Oh.
Well then, I shall be fixed by myself.
Okay, rewind.
I was just saying the cooldown for my long rest shouldn't exist because I am Ruben, right?
Yes.
Cool down.
Cool down.
Because I don't sleep, I just fix.
Alright, in which case I will ask the others if they require aid.
You
As well
defragment
as-
your hard drive.
I require aid.
As well as Payson, is that his name?
Payson looks actually rather focused. You could see that, curiously enough, he is diligently working away on a book, and with a locket in hand, seems to be sketching someone specifically.
Oh. I'll give him like a little gentle tap on the shoulder.
With that, you could see like little jittery jumps. Sorry, I was focused.
It's alright. Have you still any injuries left after?
I'll be fine. I've suffered worse things before.
Still, last night you need not have suffered that. If you'd like to come with me and the others, I'm going to see a priest. Could be healed as well if you need it. It is the least you deserve after the assault suffered last night.
I think I'll stay here for now and finish this after quick.
Very well then. I'll leave you to it.
Nods and you can see he very quickly sinks back in. You can see the very elegant quill that he has. It almost looks like that of a pheasant feather, but tipped with very fine silver.
Alright. I guess I ask Cal if he wants to come along.
My boo-boos.
Your boo-boos.
Oh, jeez.
You just woke up
Alright.
at full health and like, let's fight.
And now I lead us to the priest with the signet that I have,
Hell yeah.
which is up there in the top left.
Yes, Elvin Curios.
Cock, come in.
As you enter in, especially kind of midday, you take note that it is a rather peaceful shop. Almost sounds like soft resonant music is being played. You realize that it's coming from the glowing crystal that sits on this person's desk, as well as what looks like 3 fresh baked kind of berry pies. One smells distinctly of cherry, the other one seems like strawberry, and the third is blueberry.
You bake them yourself?
Every day.
They smell quite delectable.
It is a copper piece for a slice, if you like one.
Unfortunately, I am here for mending. I hand over the right from the mayor.
I hand over 2 copper pieces.
Hell yeah. Fresh baked pie, early morning. Fresh.
Blueberry.
Oh,
Oh, blue, like me.
dabba-dee dabba-da.
Dabba-doo-dabba-da.
Ah, I see. With that, she doesn't waste any time. Goes and takes out a beautiful symbol of Pelor. With that goes to look over your cuts as well as a soft touch on the knife there, and you could see it automatically start cutting out 2 slices of pie and serving them up on a plate for you, Cal.
Ooh.
Given my size, when she comes over, I will kneel down.
That as you do kneel down, she looks at your wounds, and you can tell she's also double checking just to see if there's any befouled magic about you, if there's anything that needs more tending.
Any ink poison still in him?
But you could also see, especially with her that close to your senses, that you do pick up that she is a half-elf by her features. Ears are not as sharp and distinct, but she is still half by nature, for the very soft hues, but still clearly not as defined.
Ah.
She would give you a nice little 2 cure wounds.
Back to full.
Level 2 for Cal as well.
2 8s.
She's treating you good.
Oh, she liked me better than Cal.
Well, he only
I
had
didn't.
a
Yeah.
little scrape.
I didn't get poisoned up like you last night.
Yeah.
So with that, you do feel the light course through your body. The wounds that were initially there immediately seal up as if they didn't even exist. That she happily picks up a little plate and then sets a fork outside it and passes that to you after healing you, Cal.
I'll pass one of the slices to Zircon.
I give like a little head bow and I take it. Thank you.
Please do come by anytime if you are hurt.
And thank you for your assistance.
Palo watches over you. As you look through her shop, you can see she sells a great deal of provisions. She even seems to have a great list of religious texts. Obviously not even just her own, just various Bibles from different temples going through all the areas. From Dragonborn to Dwarf to Human, Elven, Tiefling. Even some that are still of the fiendish nature, but she still keeps them there in respect for those who live here. You can see that she obviously favors more peaceful curios like lutes, instruments, and even rations and traveling kits and supplies and such. But she does have obviously a few knives, hammers, and a few things that you would need to probably defend yourself on the road in a smaller box closer to herself. With the other pieces, aside from the upstairs that you could tell where she initially lives, the fresh baked pies that she's made is obviously from the hearth behind her. You can see that the jars not too far on the western wall have a good portion of freshly preserved berries still inside.
A very lovely home.
Very nice.
Hilariously enough, it does smell quite obviously like home-baked pies pretty much all around this store.
Well then, shall we head back to the others and see what the plan is?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Actually, I'll put down another copper and take one more slice. Can you get one to go?
Of course. What flavor?
What were the other ones?
Strawberry and cherry.
Cherry.
Happily, this time, cut one herself for you. Pass it very gently to your hands, and even though she just kind of like flows through the room when she was initially moving, even when you kind of gently feel like the touch of her hand, even her grasp and even the slight brush of her hand is just extraordinarily soft. Like everything she does just flows with this very gentle elegance, like she's trying to be as cautious and respectful as possible.
She's heavenly.
Cal falls in love immediately.
I'll just...
Beautiful
Thank her.
half-elf woman.
Alright, let's go back.
Also, just so you can get a closer look at how she looks. Obviously, her garb speaks for herself.
It's very elegant.
Flowery. That's cool. I'll race you back.
I mean, we both move at the same speed. Uh-huh.
Also, I do take note that when you pass by the fountain in the main center, they do have koi fish.
No, relax, don't.
Eat that.
I'll just walk straight up to
Payson?
Pezom-san and put the slice right in front of him.
Oh, thank you.
I just nod.
Haven't got a slice of pork pie in some time. Oh,
Monkey face.
Wow, we're all remarkably good boys right now.
By the way, here. He passes the book and other item to you. See, it's completely done. Beautiful copy, much larger, a little more vivid detail. You can see that even though he's had only one inkwell, you could tell that he has tried to essentially emulate the best as he can from looking at you, a guess of how some of the coloration that your mom would have, and also has given it a little color, which is impressive enough because the ink itself is only just one black tone from his well, but whenever he seems to draw with it, changes color.
Nice.
And now you have a nice color portrait.
The only person that looked at him while he was drawing that is blind.
And I can't see it. I can't see it.
Yeah, it's a good drawing.
I don't exactly see color either.
You're looking at my mug. Yeah, it's a good drawing.
Nice.
So with that, you do see for the first time, Payson finally put his hood down, as he's clearly a lot more comfortable this time. And you actually take note that he is actually an Earth Ganassi. The front of his face, he is done up entirely with makeup from a disguise kit to look human.
Wow.
His hair actually drips down to that of like small crags.
He's wearing human face.
He is.
Racist.
So you were like myself.
Oh, sorry. It's a little easier dealing with a lot of people. They know you're not a Ganassi. It's a fairly bad rap where I'm from.
I understand.
Maybe not all are accepting. but you should accept yourself. The way we are is a gift.
What's that? Is racism happening somewhere?
But you can see why now that his body has surprisingly withstood a lot of the attacks from the paper golems. His body is actually a lot more heavier toned, stone-like. Now that you can see that, even though his hands are obviously still painted up with the makeup, his back of his head, where you can't really cover that well, and the hair as well. Though you do see kind of like a minor fake wig on the top front, so it's easier to keep that face, but it's also why he is heavily cloaked himself. With that, he goes to almost with like childlike glee, go to just enjoy the nice slice of cherry pie that Cal's brought him. You could tell that, especially just from his reaction, he's fairly familiar with it, and probably shares a lot of good relations with Quinoa.
I feel like this is the first other Ganassi I've met.
So far, yes.
I mean, I am a Ganassi though.
He's both.
Because you can be a Ganassi of any species.
Really?
Yeah, an Earth Ganassi is born of any species.
What do you
I
think?
guess I never really considered it, because it doesn't really make much sense that they just look like a human all the time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's why they always come in different species. They have extra planar blood in their body.
Ganassi, Dragonborn, Tieflings, they're all half-breeds.
So does that mean I could be a fire Ganassi Tabaxi and just be a fire cat?
Yeah.
You could. That'd be sick. All your fucking fur would be like flames. That'd be awesome.
That'd be fucking baller.
Hence why the subtle shifting of stone as I move, and the rocky debris that falls from my flesh as...
Oh, sorry. That's dandruff.
Sorry. It's dust.
Am I getting shit talked right now?
No. You're not.
I feel
I
like
think
this
it's
is
genuine.
You know what? I hear him. I hear you, and I feel that you are truthful.
Jesus Christ.
Why did you feel the need to do that?
I don't know. Just wanted to flex with a natural 24.
Yeah, good.
It's beautiful.
That's the only one you're ever going to get.
Yeah, exactly. And I wasted it on feeling your how you really felt. Signs point to truth.
I know why you're not just king.
Yeah, I don't know either. These other people were talking, so we were typing. Now it stopped.
I'm just enjoying being in the company of another Ganassi.
Now that I've thanked you, I must ask, what are you?
Why?
I've never seen anything of your kind.
I'll tell you later. It's not important right now.
Very well. I was merely curious.
So, then, about the bounty. Shall we wait for her to come back to town? Or head into the woods where she lives?
Well, if if we can get the person who's giving her medicine to talk about it, maybe we can find out if she would actually need to come back for it. Maybe
I
it's just a
talked to
one-time
a lot of
purchase.
NPCs yesterday. Have it on good authority that she should return.
I'm not sure what you mean by PCs,
Me either.
but I will trust your judgment then.
I'm gonna go ask them anyway. Anybody else want to come with me to the clutch Earl?
Sure, I will assist you. I can at least tell you if they're lying on.
Oh, you can do that?
Yes,
I am interested in getting that bounty.
I like money.
At the very least, we might find ourselves something. Wait for her to come back.
I like justice and money.
It's free justice.
It's legal justice. Gotta grab that when it comes. Doesn't happen too often.
Legal justice.
it's a legal beating.
Did you actually get like information whether or not this is a you can beat them to fucking death, or we have to bring them back alive?
Well, that's why I want to get the bounty, to see if it says dead or alive.
The mayor was not exactly specific, only that we get rid of them or bring them to justice.
Then I shall
So-
ask you to be more specific.
What is justice? Can you define it? Can you write justice down on this piece of paper?
Sure.
I can very vaguely write it.
Q S.
Just ice.
What comes next?
I feel like my writing skill is very bad.
I
I think
wonder
there's
why.
a C in there. I wasn't really paying attention to spelling it out loud.
No.
Justice.
Just S.
The custodies. Just custodies.
Gook.
So, obviously, as you enter in, you see, as the aforementioned before, there's a broken sword on the table, a placard uncommon, and what seems to be some form of magical incantation underneath a moose head that says demonstration.
Can't read it, don't know.
Actually, you can, because this one's etched
Oh.
in metal.
Oh, I can read it 'cause I can see the etchings.
Oh.
Is that how you have to read? You have to have like a big book of like metal etchings on sheets, and you're like, yeah.
I imagine that this world wouldn't be blind to the concept of
Blindness.
is that fuck? Yeah, that. Yeah, to Braille. I imagine that there is Braille.
I feel like that.
Is there Braille, John?
Yeah, your family
When
does that.
was Braille
Okay.
invented? Surprisingly, 1824. That's pretty good.
I'm gonna put down language Braille.
I thought it'd be way earlier.
I mean, to be fair, the way that it's done, I don't really think there was technology to write to like make up printing in Braille very efficiently until then. Because you had to make like raised indentations in an orderly fashion to be able to make writing, which is probably a pain in the ass before then.
I think
Anyways.
if you were blind before them, they would just shoot you.
They were like, you
Out
can't
of a cannon.
contribute.
You're sick.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, they probably would like give it some kind of witch doctor treatment and it would die in the process. Like, we will make the baby be able to see again.
By removing its eyes and replacing them with crow's eyes
You shall see again.
in the afterlife.
So, as you enter in, you see a human woman looking very exhausted, face down, with a book open, snoring at the front counter. And as you look off to the left, you see a woman who's holding a book, but that, for this time, she looks up to see the rest of you and does say, very soft hush to the hush finger to her lips, and waits for you to come over. Let's see this
Jumps through the glass.
That is Iron Buzz, sir.
Yeah.
She's unconscious. You can critical hit her.
Yeah, this is window. Back through.
Oh, I thought that was a door.
Out, beast, out.
Ouch, beast.
I was letting you stand in front of me.
So, this woman, she's saying, what can I do for you? My friend was up late working on a potion that she had to remake.
Hi, we were wondering about, Shally Cinderwater.
She is irregularly comes here, yes. Why, has she caused an actual issue now?
Yesterday she tried to kill the, guy who does all the murals in town.
Payson.
Yeah, Payson.
That's so far. No.
Yeah.
If it were
Apparently
for
it was over... Oh, sorry.
Oh, apologies, I start theorizing. Go ahead, please.
We were just wondering, because apparently he says that it was all because he spilled, like, a potion that she was carrying by bumping into her. He offered to pay for it and it made her angrier.
Does that would explain why my friend has been trying to work so diligently through the night to finish it again. Probably still had it in the alchemical alembic for the rest of it. It's more of a curio for magic, though I don't know what she originally intended with it. It's a kind of a reverse form cure. She said she initially needed it for her golems.
Reverse form cure?
Like how many magics usually cause things to cease function, like dispelling or counterspelling. This would basically give inert or mundane objects magical connotations when written upon the surface of objects. There's a concoction me and Hare have worked on for some time, though I did not realize how far she's gotten with it.
Could that do something like make paper attack people?
In theory, yes. Could even do it if you theoretically even etched it onto a table. Would be animating such an object.
Oh, well that explains the pieces of paper that tried to kill him.
I see. Then, obviously, the concoction that has been made turned brown as the bottle, but I'll inform her not to sell it to Cinder since this is continuing an issue. Is Payson alright?
Yeah, he's alright.
That's good. I would feel absolutely terrible if somehow my research had hurt such a kind-hearted fellow.
If we weren't there, he'd probably be dead.
As of the events last night, Cinderwater has a bounty on her head. Unfortunately, her actions were a little too old, so she will need to be brought to justice. If you have any information that we could use to find, or if you know she will be coming back, it would be most helpful.
Well, if she does come back, I will refuse her patronage and make sure that Terrenbrow does the same. Though
I'm not sure. If you refuse her patronage, she may attack you as well. Take your safety into account.
trust me, that is why I have the iron bars and a few tricks up my sleeve.
Does she usually bring her golems around town with her?
As her personal entourage, yes. Usually she has a suit of armor and an experimental golem that she has made in research made of wood. I would imagine it would be made of the same concoction that she has probably written on the paper with, maybe? Though the formula she asked us to mix up is quite inert. I would imagine she has the final product or a way to make it active, per se, maybe?
In any case, we should present this information to the mayor. He might be able to station some guards so that if she comes back, they can at least jump to protect you. We'll be here as well.
It would be wise. A good deal of people in town do get their medicines and other items from Terrenbrow.
Right. Then we should go and speak with the mayor.
So the mayor mobile.
I might be able to scry on her, but obviously...
If you think that is possible, then...
I will see what I can do. If I can find a location, or possibly see where she is, I will send word to you.
Do we still have any of those papers that were on the floor from earlier?
I thought they all burned up.
The arcane sigil snuffed out, but the paper crumbles were there.
I assume Peasant maybe grabbed them.
Payson has not grabbed them, but it's easy enough to assume that Raleigh has probably cleaned them up.
That was a bit late then.
I mean, it's not like the medieval era has trash collection day. We could probably just go grab it.
Yeah, probably.
Just sitting in a crate full of crap.
I mean, if it's paper, I probably burned it.
Yeah,
Actually, that is
I'll
a good point. He might have just thrown it in the fireplace.
Yeah, he might have actually.
You wouldn't mind if we camped out in here and waited for her to show up, would you?
You are most
I think the
welcome.
place would be crap.
Though I do warn you, she is quite skilled with her spells.
Understood. I will go speak with the mayor then to acquire more assistance with this.
Yeah, let's go talk to the mayor.
That's a good idea.
Return later.
With that, you can hear her start walking from behind her counter, going to essentially come to wake her friend who is asleep on the counter.
I'll leave them to it.
And then Chrome Steel. While that's going on, you are discussing matters with the mayor.
Mr. Mayor.
Give me all your money. Oh, what can I do for you?
to discuss the matters with that bounty.
Of course. You seem quite able-bodied.
I have aligned myself with 4 others who are also new to town. I'm sure you've seen them.
Of course I have. I assume you are teaming up, maybe?
Yes, I think we shall undertake the bounty. And before that, I'd like to discuss the details a bit more.
Oh, of course. Is there something you would wish other than gold?
What are the other terms? Is it dead or alive? Are we to arrest her?
Well, if you could take her alive, that would be excellent. That way we can at least make an example of her and actually give her appropriate trial. Show that Aylesbury is a fair town. Though, obviously I don't expect people to handily capture a wizard of her caliber. Even if she is still an apprenticeship, she is still a danger. I've heard of the golems she travels with. I know my fair share and deal about animated armor and other such things that they are nothing to scoff at. I've seen good regiments of guards get knocked down or straight killed by such creations. As for her wood golem, I don't even know what that thing is capable of. I've seen it roaming around town a few. Though
She sounds like more of a problem than you let on.
oh, she seemed like many of the other wizards and people who come here preaching or practicing magic. As long as it's not raising the undead or any of the matter, I generally try to not to take issue with it unless somebody's being rowdy or disruptive. Worked quite nicely. Obviously everyone is kept to their respective distances, and if they disturb their neighbor, they either cut it out or move to a better section of town that shares their kind of ideals.
Well, now that she has committed a serious crime in this town, it would seem that she could commit a lot of trouble.
Oh, yes.
She is not beneath it.
Trust me, all of the guards already know. I've asked them to get double post and bring in the guard captain initially, but he's mostly watching the docks. He has to deal, unfortunately, with a lot of rowdy captains and dwarven commanders who come from the north. Contiel is still quite the aggressive war field, and they bring the most aggressive captains here for trade. Unfortunately, our guard captain can't really walk away from there right now.
Understandable.
I do appreciate the assistance. Either way, I do suggest taking caution, protect the thing that you can. I obviously can't give access to everything, but at least the bounty might be able to pick up 1 or 2 other people if you ask around, maybe. But at the same time, if she does show her face in town, I assure you the city guard will take caution in approaching her. Maybe when trying to not make it obvious. At least not right away until things are in place.
Well, after being attacked by her paper golem minions, I am quite confident that our little party will not be able to bring her in alone.
A loose binder full of paper nearly felled us, and we're like, yeah, let's fight some golems too.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
And the wizard that made them.
That paper nearly leveled us up. We gotta get some golems next.
Thus, Mayor, I would ask of any and all available assistance you can offer. Because she sounds like a serious problem for your town. It would be in your best interest.
Well, I'll be sure to I'll have to take a writ to the guard captain and tell him to send some of his extra men from the port down to here. I think that's what I'll spend my time doing today then. Especially if these smaller golems are that serious. Especially with Raleigh being that riled. I don't really want to risk this peaceful little burg getting disrupted any further.
Neither would I.
On the express situation, as much as I haven't passed it by the council, if you even at least drive her out of town, or get her to leave town if she starts to try anything stupid or rile anyone, I'll at least still give you half the bounty for it. At least keeping her out and destroying anything she might bring.
You would be fine with her never returning as an acceptable option.
It would be more preferable. I know some wizards can be rather destructive with their spells. This is a market. There's quite a fair few folk who are just commoners. I couldn't imagine any of these really being able to survive if somebody were to hurl even just a minor firebolt at someone's direction and they got hit square in the chest.
Chrome Steel will remember that.
It's unfortunate to say, but I'd rather make sure that the townspeople are safe first than worry about trying to capture her alive. But at the same time, I don't want you throwing your lives away. I appreciate that you're offering. At least I will try to do my best to repay obviously the very generous offer.
See, my companions are here.
But that,
Knock, knock.
yeah, you guys arrive.
Knock, knock. Open up the door. It's real.
Pop, pop, this mayor's dead. Oh God, the mayor's dead. Pop, pop.
We got it, boys. We got it.
Sorry to interrupt you again, Mayor.
Here's a stick up.
No problem. Just discussing some of the matters. Cinderwater.
Seeing the contract is dead or alive, or we may run her out of town.
Very well. We have discovered some more information. She should be returning tonight, as she had a potion being made at the Clutching Pearl. Yes,
The alchemist's shop.
Yes.
that one.
I see. I'll be sure to post double guard across the street. Keep eyes. Might be able to catch her on the way in and out.
That would be wise.
Yes, have your men on standby. We ourselves will confront her openly.
So we shall wait for her to come.
Still take caution.
Of course.
I'll go tell the guard captain. Make sure he has the men posted up waiting. Looking all over the town for her, making sure she doesn't get in, but at least having eyes on her.
Oh, that is all that I needed.
Then I will find somewhere to meditate.
So it'll take time. I assume she'll probably come. Maybe later. Hopefully. I'm not sure.
Likely in the night, when she is least likely to be spotted.
It's going to be a very long day.
That it will be.
He'll give you all a courteous bow and start to shuffle up the door and lock up the town hall for the time being.
Josh, can we end soon? I'm dying.
Stick
It's
it
2
out, buddy.
a.m.
Come on,
I think
2 more
this
hours.
is a good spot to leave off on as you guys are getting ready to post up and make the decision if you want to talk to people around town, see if you can catch one or two people who might want to dip into the bounty a little, or see where you land with the
Hey.
guards.
Yeah, cage.
Easy way to get KJ right there. We just recruit her as an extra help.
Yeah, she's one of the bounty hunters.
Perfect.
Also, some orc boys.
We'll make some money.
Orcs.
And then, she can just hear about the assault, so she can also hate her and want to kill her or kick her out of town.
Yeah.
She'd be like, hey, she a bitch. I get paid money to take on the bitch.
Oh.
Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed because I have energy left.
Yeah, that's it. Catch you, Nick.
Bye, Nick.
It was a fun session, Josh. I'll see you boys later.
Good night. Till next time. And also, I gotta do XP real quick.
Yeah, XP boys. XP.
XP. Of course we're doing XP.
300. We all.
All those books.
300,000?
Paper worth.
That paper.
No, we should do whoever gets the kill gets the XP.
So, I'm at the bottom, as usual.
Well, you definitely were for a brief time there when you hit the floor. Though thankfully,
Oh, fucking hell.
you were not the first one to go. I'm sorry, Luke. God damn, those
Fine.
rolls were
Level one is
fucking
rough.
monstrous.
Welcome
Even
to
after I
level
gave
one.
you AC.
I know you helped.
Dude, he fucked you and then he fucked me.
Welcome to level 1 where the AC is higher than the HP.
Yeah.
But not by much.
Thankfully, that
Dude.
poison rolled really fucking low, dude.
Did you do, like, max fucking melee damage to me?
Pretty much. Those things are supposed to, like, they have the poison, but it's still, like, a fucking low DC check for you to resist it.
I didn't even get to
300, right?
make
300.
these.
Me, a robot, gets cut by paper and poisoned by ink.
One goes down. Me, man of stone, walks up, gets cut by paper, gets poisoned by ink. I was like, yeah, I get to use my abilities and be cool. Now I'm down.
It's because the fucking game consensus, like, I could use this cool ability. Nah, fuck you. Oh, pff.
No.
Is that a homebrew I smell?
Alright, so you
Flesh
guys,
is where it's
What
at.
even class are we? We never got to show any of
you guys are at 260 experience each.
What the fuck?
Can I get some
Son of a
RPXP?
Yeah, 40 RP XP each, right?
Honestly, yeah, no, fuck it. You guys are level 2. You guys did fucking
Alright.
a solid
Fuck yeah.
job.
Okay. If we're not level 2 for this next fight, we're dead.
Yeah,
You might be.
yikes.
We
be dead
died on the
regardless.
first one.
Yeah, but we might still die.
Dude, I fucking laughed my ass off. I'm like, oh yeah, these papers aren't gonna fuck anyone up too bad. Like, Crop Steel's got fucking good AC. 22,
It's so
24,
good.
22, not 20. You're like, ah! Stop! Stop!
It's paper.
Why does it burn? Why does it burn?
Why does it burn? We've got key now. We're gonna wake up and be like, hey.
Nice.
Oh,
Terrible.
hang on.
Reroll
Watch this.
that.
I rolled like dead on average.
Alright,
We
let's be bad.
nice.
Woo!
What did it do?
Doubled my HP.
I'm at 18 hit points now.
I'm at 16.
What the fuck?
I'm at 20.
What the fuck?
All these horrible rolls.
No health. No health allowed.
Oh my fucking god. What is... Oh my god.
Oh, we walk faster now.
Walk faster, yes.
Oh, we do. We move at 40 now, right?
You should.
Walk faster on the armor.
That's us. That's us. We speedy boys.
My God, I
I-
can't believe it.
And
They
you guys
cracked the
wondered
mystery
how
of
I'd
key.
fucking loop all you together.
We kind of did it to ourselves.
Pretty fucking
Walked into town. Oh, let's all converge at the tavern.
I mean, I had a good idea of how I would meet Jesse's character. I was just
you
like,
see a monk.
Monk is for me.
It's for me. He saw my get up and was like, "That man, I gotta befriend him."
Yeah, I was like, yo, this guy can teach me key. He's probably like a fucking master.
He's looking good.
That's the thing. We're gonna like, I'm gonna be like, okay, from what I have studied, we must meditate intensely on